text message from Jessica Bellinger.
Good morning, everyone. How are we today?
New text message from Jessica Bellinger.
Morning, everyone. All right, so we are on round one. Actually, this actually should have been round two, but round one actually affected the northern part of Western New York today and never made it down here to the south. But this round two is actually coming through a lot earlier than we were originally anticipating. We honestly weren't expecting this second round to come in until around lunchtime, and I think. Yeah, this is definitely, I think, the second round, and we are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning for southern and central Chautauqua County. Won't show till you complete it. But yeah, we're under a severe thunderstorm warning here in Chautauqua County, and I'm actually going to pull off here for a second because I'm going to take a look at radar and see what we're doing here. But it's right off to my left. See if you guys, yeah, you guys can kind of see that upper shelf cloud there, that little squiggly line up in the sky. That's a little bit of a shelf cloud. Actually, I think it is part of the shelf. Might be a little bit of an outflow, though. Kind of looks like that might be a little bit of an outflow that you guys are seeing up there, that little squiggly line up in the sky. Or it could be part of the shelf as well. Taking a look at everything right now here. Oh, man, this storm looks like it's trying to spin, too. There's no real rotation on it. Just looking at reflectivity, though, kind of looks like this whole storm is trying to get a little bit of a spin on itself here. And this storm does have a history of putting down hail as well. So I'm just trying to figure out if I want to core punch this. Yeah, actually, I think that might be an outflow, that squiggly line that was up in the sky, because see if I can get my finger in the camera here. Yeah, so up here, you can kind of see it a little bit right there. There's a little bit of a squiggly line there. I think that might be an outflow coming out of this storm. Here is kind of your shelf cloud right here, because I can see that right there. And then you can see down here is the base of the storm. So that's why I'm not really moving, because I'm starting to get a look at the base of this storm. Yeah, it's really hard to tell, but she's definitely got a little bit of a little bit of a mothership look to her. So yeah, you can see here, right there is the base of the storm. There's your shelf, your upper shelf, and then we've seen an outflow, which I can see it a little bit, but it's not as pronounced. And as you guys can see on radar right below me here, so it's currently over Bemis. Looks like Yeah, so Lakewood's about to be hit. Jamestown, Falconer, all you guys are kind of in the path of this storm right now. And you guys can see if I pull up the severe thunderstorm, it expires. We got about 44 minutes left on the clock on this warning. It is putting down 1-inch size hail, radar indicated, and 60-mile-an-hour winds, radar indicated. And if we look over here towards Erie, you can see all these hail reports that came in. One was 3/4 of an inch. And it looks like we might have another severe thunderstorm warning coming in behind this one that I'm currently on. All right, I think I know where I'm going to go. We're going to traverse east a little bit on 86 here. Oh. Seen a little needle come down and then go back up. That may have just been a scud, though. Now, one thing about these storms today is the setup is not that impressive, but we do have a hostile environment right now. And if I point you guys forward, just off to my right there, you guys can kind of see the weird clouds there. It's actually not showing up on camera real well, but I can see it. We definitely have a hostile environment today. It's just getting everything to come together at the right time to take advantage of that atmosphere. But I was watching last night's stream on other chasers and like out in Wisconsin and all that, which is part of the same system that's affecting us today. And I always say, if you want to get an idea of what these storms are kind of going to do or what this system's going to do, look upstream like a day ahead. Look at other chasers' streams and stuff and just get an idea kind of how these storms are acting. Last night was really weird. Let's put it that way. Not only were there a bunch of tornadoes last night out of this storm system, but the storms that were producing the tornadoes were lackluster. They were just these quick little. I was watching Ryan Hall. I love Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, y'all. Shout out to him. But I was watching his stream, and these storms, they were calling them blips because they'd literally just pop up, produce tornado, fall right apart. And it was actually funny because last night, I think it was by Black River Forest. I think that was the storm, but it popped up, produced a tornado, and actually a really decent tornado. And then as it was pulling away on radar, it was dissipating, literally falling apart. There was like nothing there, but it was putting down a really intense wall cloud and possibly even a tornado as it was pulling away from Black Forest. Man, there is a hook echo over Jamestown. Little bit of rotation. Is this cell trying to go supercellular? Or trying to isolate itself, I should say? I don't know if I've got, radar. You guys can see here on radar here, there's like this hook going on here coming out of Lakewood. If there was rotation on this, which I'm not really seeing anything, but the radar coverage down here is trash. We sit right on the edge of what radar can really determine. Yeah, there's really nothing on velocity. What I'm doing right now, though, guys, is I'm heading east. I'm trying to pull away from this storm a little bit, and I want to get up on the hill up here. and try to get a good look at this storm from a little bit of a distance. But yeah, going back to what we seen last night, storms were not getting tall at all. I mean, they were maybe getting up to 30,000 feet and producing tornadoes. The storms last night that produced were not impressive on radar at all. I think we might get off 62 here and see if we can get a look at this storm. Still maintaining that little bit of a hook down by Jamestown. Just got a new radar. I don't think it's really rotating, though. We are still severe warned. Believe we've got about 40 minutes left on the clock. This storm, it does have a history of putting down hail as well, so... And just to let you guys know, too, we are doing a different stream setup. So usually what I do is I host everything in my truck. Like my computer is the one that's casting out to the platforms, all that stuff. Well, one thing we notice is we do drop Starlink and cellular, even for just a little bit. I'm just getting a look at this storm here a little bit off to my right. Even if we drop the signal for just a couple seconds, we usually lose the stream. So now what we're doing is our servers back at the office are now handling everything. The only thing I'm doing here in my truck is sending camera feeds and stuff to the office, and the office ingests that, puts it in our software, and then sends it out to all the platforms. So that way, if I do lose signal here in the truck for any amount of time, you guys will actually not lose the stream. The stream will continue going until I get back to the office and hit end stream. You'll just see a pop-up come up that says run 2 offline. And it'll say that until I come back. So that's something new that we're doing to try and build some stream continuity here. All right, so now we're getting a look into this storm here. Let me put you guys here, move you guys there. So that's the storm we're looking at. You guys can see a little bit. Oh, was I saying wall cloud before or shelf cloud? If I was saying wall cloud when I first started this, when I was pointing with my finger and stuff, I'm sorry, that was a shelf cloud. Boy, this storm is sheared, though. Man, there's a lot of shear. I actually think I might actually go to Randolph and pop up there. Storm's definitely got a little bit of a tilt to it. And why are we live, or why am I live on only a severe thunderstorm warning when I'm not really expecting anything to come out of it? We're testing the live stream setup for later when all the really big stuff starts coming. Man, this thing is nothing but a ball of precip, I think. I was going to core punch this and get on the back end and kind of follow it, but there's a lot of rain behind this, and I don't want to be sitting in rain, so I'm trying to stay out ahead of it and let it come to me and kind of develop into whatever it's trying to do. And sorry, guys, I don't have comments and stuff up right now. I believe Andrew is on the stream. I'm not sure if he is. I know he's available today because he's chasing with me later. But he might be on stream able to answer some of your questions and stuff. I don't have him pulled up right now because I'm more focused on chasing and obviously testing the live stream. I figured this is a great time to try and test the live stream using some of these little pop-up storms that we aren't expecting much, but this is a great little test of this new configuration. Hail starting. My radar. Oh, we do have a little bit of rotation trying here. Just coming into Ellington. Might be trying a little something here. Of course, I'm faced away from it right now, but want to get a couple radar scans here because if that is trying to rotate, then I'm going to shoot north. Just seeing some signs on velocity here of this trying to rotate. Yeah, that might be trying. If you guys see right here, see that little bit of a hook trying to form, and I can see that last radar scan didn't do it much justice on velocity. It's kind of a little weird doing it this way. I'm being chased, not chasing. Storm's kind of coming after me. I'm not going after it. I'm not really focused on getting you guys a view at the storm right now because you can't see nothing. Like, I'm trying to make out some features of it, and I can't really make anything out. This looks like it's just starting to broaden out. I'm actually going to pull off here. Point you guys a little bit in the direction that it's coming. Off to the left here is where that storm's coming in. We're going to see if they extend this severe thunderstorm warning. Right now, it's looking Looking like they're not going to. Oh, wow, this really blew up into a big old blob. So that's currently our wave two. Technically, wave one for those in the south. Technically, wave two if you're a storm chaser and what's big and coming through. Oh, Zello. So Andrew is on the chat for you guys. I should probably get on our storm chase net. I'm really not liking this stuff. It's kind of, ugh. All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to take a look out of Cleveland here, see what this upstream stuff kind of looks like. It looks like it's dissipating. Yeah, it doesn't look all that fun. Coming right to us, though, right into western New York, northwest Pennsylvania. So that's out of Cleveland. Oh, yeah, definitely getting some lightning out of this thunderstorm as well. Yeah, I think this has just turned in really into a bag of rain and some wind. Yeah, I don't see any rotation on this, which I wasn't expecting any. Doesn't look like they're going to opt to continue this severe thunderstorm. Whoa, we got some more storms firing out ahead of this. The problem is there's no energy for them to tap into right now. Yep, you've got this turning into a line. So what I meant by wave count, here was wave one this morning. That affected mostly northern Western New York. This is wave two that we're currently on right now. You can see it coming through, and we're starting to see a little bit of initiation. So like I said, the atmosphere is unstable. Initiation's not much of a problem today. It's maintaining these storms that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Allowing them to blow up and continue feeding and growing, you guys can obviously see that's a little bit of a problem. They're blowing up, like up in Little Valley and stuff like that. They're starting, but they're not going to maintain. And the reason I say that is you can actually tell that's what's going on right here. These storms started and then just fizzled right out and kind of converged into a line. So nothing really exciting happening right now, but I don't have a way of showing you guys models right now either. But the big stuff that we are monitoring is later on this afternoon. And we do have a plan. Andrew is actually going to meet me at the Storm Chaser office at noon. And we're going to head out, I believe, towards the Pennsylvania-Ohio border. And we're gonna chase out there. That's looking like where the stuff is going to be. So we'll continue going. We're just going to get into some rain. Hey guys, I'm on Zello now. Not much happening. Just turned into a bag of rain, but nice little test for the new stream config. Oh, well, we're gonna stay over here. Hey Andrew, how's the stream and everything look with this new configuration? Okay, good. That's what we want. It will probably jitter, but it won't end the stream because now the office servers are handling everything. It's kind of cool. If you guys are watching the radar animation too, you can see that this storm kind of grabbed 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it kind of had like 4 fingers coming off of it. 2 to the east side, 2 on the west side. You can tell she tried to wrap up a couple times, but it's not there. Yep, that's where I'm targeting. And I can definitely tell the atmosphere is already starting to get primed a little bit. Obviously, it's going to cool down after this round, but you can see that there's storms even firing in Little Valley out ahead of that cell that I was on. Foggy. Man, that lightning strike was right next to me. Of course, I don't have my interior camera on either. You guys probably would have seen that. It was literally right here. Yeah, I agree. I was seeing the same thing. Like I said, the convection inhibition numbers were like 0 after this round got through. So that means that the skies are going to open right up. Oh, that was a strike right in front of us. Love catching lightning strikes. So right now, guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but just below me on the radar, off to the left-hand side, there's another good little area that looks like it's actually intensifying a little bit. So I think I'm actually just going to stay westbound here on 86, and we'll meet up with it, see what happens. Storm's definitely putting down some good lightning, that's for sure. Also, I'll give you a little bit of an update. I got quiet there because Andrew was actually giving me an update. So SPC just released a new update on the outlook for today. And there's not much change. Severe weather is definitely expected today. They're actually thinking that we could break out in the sunshine and stuff a lot quicker than they were originally anticipating, which will open up the skies, allow it to destabilize, and is going to provide us probably with an interesting day today. And they're saying that from about northeast Ohio, northern Pennsylvania, and the southern western New York is probably the prime zone. And that's where we're targeting today. So we're thinking of going along I-79, possibly into Ohio, just over the Ohio border. But I think that's going to be our target zone today. So that's going to be later on this evening. I'm not going to keep this stream going all the way till we go out there. This is more just a test stream after we made a bunch of configuration changes to try and eliminate a lot of the problems that, like Saturday, we had. So a lot of my problems Saturday came from my MacBook. I just brought it in for service. The screen went bad on it from my last chase, and they ended up wiping my entire computer and wiped out all my settings. Kind of was not expecting them to need to wipe a computer when doing a screen repair, but it is what it is. So that was a lot of my problems Saturday, was my settings weren't right at all. So yeah, we'll see how it does today. So far, everything seems to be going good. All right, so now we're starting to get on the back end of this precipitation a little bit. Yeah, you can see that stuff that I was following that's now going east is really falling apart. So here's the new stuff that we're kind of keeping an eye on, currently coming through northeast. Looks like they did put another severe thunderstorm warning out. I see 2 boxes. Both say 16 minutes. Oh, wait, no, there's the new one. Okay, yeah. So it looks like all of Chautauqua County is included in this one, and they put an hour on the clock for this one, actually an hour and 1 minute. 1-inch size hail radar indicated, and 60-mile-an-hour winds radar indicated as well. Oh, what is going on here? Yeah, but did any of you watch Ryan Hall or Max Velocity? Them storms were so shallow, yet they produced like crazy. Might have a little bit of a hail core developing on this new storm. Ah, we do. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on this storm and see what it does. Looks like it's starting to put down a little bit of a hail core. The nice thing about these storms too is they're not moving fast, and don't expect them to really boogie today. Maybe when the cold front comes along, but I want to say a lot of the motion on these storms have only been about 30 miles an hour, which would be great if it stays like that. 30 miles an hour is tolerable to chase. You start getting in the 60 and stuff, I mean, you're practically driving 60 at any point in time. You slow down from 60 at all, that storm's just going to keep pulling away from you. So that was a lot of the problem that we had when we were out in Illinois and Indiana, where those storms just had absolute speed on them. Oh, we might have a couple hail cores developing. Okay, copy that. That's kind of what I think I'm going to do, is try and see if I can find some hail. So Andrew just gave me an update, said that this storm does have confirmed hail on it. So we're going to go take a look at that. I'm actually watching the northern part of this. This is starting to hook, I think. Let me see what reflect looks like. None right now. Is that for the hail core on the southern edge of this, or the one that's still over the lake? Because the one over the lake's looking pretty impressive too. guys, so I'm just taking a look at some stuff here, trying to take a look at radar. This stuff might be Boeing. All right, I'm going to jump off 86 here, and I'm going to head up towards Mayville and Westfield. I'm keeping an eye on that northern part of this cell. It's gaining some interesting features. Let's just put it that way. Correct. And I think this northern cell is the stronger of the two. I think the bottom's going to fizzle out. Oh, there's a nice little shelf cloud. I'm not going to be able to get it for you guys. Yeah, but off to my left, there's a shelf cloud. The bottom one looks like it's starting to bow. Okay, yeah, we might have a little bit of a shelf up ahead of me here. No, just some low cloud tops maybe. Bit of a rising motion going on. Should get some nice shots as we get up over the lake here. But I'm looking, so if you guys can see on radar right here, I'm looking right here. You've got like two cells. You've got one here, we're calling this our southern cell, and our northern cell. They're kind of splitting right here, as you can see, which happens. And I want to say this storm is going to take over. It's definitely more prominent on radar. This looks like it's starting to bow. You can see the leading edge here is bowing out. And a little push right here could be indicative of some damaging straight line winds. But this guy is kind of what I'm watching. I've also got my cell phone up with radar. It's kind of I'm curious to see if it'll bring an inflow on and bring this around and start tightening. I mean, it's got a little bit of moisture out ahead of it, but most untapping that came through already was mostly down to the south. So, I mean, this does have some energy to tap into. But yeah, you guys can see, I'm bopping back to Cleveland here too. Yeah, it could be interesting. So we are gonna more than likely intercept this storm that's coming into Mayville right now. It does have a hail core on it. And like I said, it was bowing, or I think it's bowing forward, which may have straight line winds. There we go. Yeah, right off. Oh, you guys really can't see it. Just off to the left there is actually where the storm is. I seen it. We're gonna plow right into the core of this, so we're gonna find out if this thing's got strong winds or not. Dang trees. Yeah, there you go, guys. Starting to get a look at it there on the camera now. She's booking for sure, though. Andrew did say that this storm is moving at about 55 miles an hour, so yeah, it's a little quick. Man, this thing is just doing some weird stuff. We got a little bit of a rising motion in the sky here. Winds seem to be picking up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that shear. Oh, you guys can't really see it on the camera. The shear is incredible though. Just seeing that lower cloud deck whip up against whip past the upper cloud. Oh, that was... All right, so this is going to end up being a core punch because I'm right in front of this cell here. I'm going to get through DeWittville and get up on the hill, and that'll provide a beautiful view of this storm coming in, although you really can't see much. I'm looking at it right now off to my left. All right, we're starting to get into some heavier winds here. Or heavier rain, I should say, not winds. Sorry guys, I didn't realize my audio was so far up. Is that better? Seems like you guys are catching a lot of background noise. Hopefully that's a little better. Sorry if you guys got to adjust your volume. It looked like I was blowing you guys out though. All right, yeah, we are right in front of this and ready for core punch. Man, this really looks like it's trying to spin. Andrew did say too that the Storm Prediction Center did say that these storms will be low topped, which is expected. That's how they were in Wisconsin, but they still produced like crazy yesterday. Oh man, the lightning outputs really come up. So since I don't have my anemometer on me today, I'm going to use that flag as a little bit of a gauge of what's going on. Oop. Storm. Again, can't see much, but it's right over there. Man, them clouds are whipping. Can't see crap though. So just to show you guys a little bit of where I am, I don't know why my spotter dots aren't showing up here. Maybe because I'm not logged into it. Yeah, I don't know where my spotter dot is. Settings, spotter. Yeah, I'm not signed. I had my, so you can see my spotter dot. I'm right in front of this storm right now. We're about to core punch it here now. We'll see if we pull any hail out of it. Oh, that was definitely closer than I was originally thinking. Heading to the office, I'm probably going to do the same. I'm actually already starting to see some initiation of storms in central Ohio. I don't know if that's our storms that we're targeting or if this stuff is back building and leading to not so good results. We'll take a look at this is reflectivity right now on radar off to your guys' right hand side of the screen. We'll take a look at velocity, and as you guys can see, there's really okay, copy that. Yeah, you can see there's really no rotation going on, and we weren't expecting anything out of these rounds. Reflect. Yeah, we've been getting like these occasional little hook looks on here, but they're not resulting to anything. I'm getting a little concerned with how. So I think that's still. I mean, we still have a lot of time. So our target area today. And actually, I just told Andrew that it's probably time to start getting or heading to the office so I can pick him up and we can leave. But our target area is going to be this area out here. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse moving. You should. But Western PA, we may bop over into Eastern Ohio here a little bit as well. So I've been taking a look every now and then off of the Cleveland radar just to see what's going on out here. And I think. I mean, we've got this pocket of clearing here that's about to enter, or it's in eastern Ohio, about to enter western PA. That pocket of clearing is what we need. I hope this stuff is actually dropping more. It's not. It's traversing east. Yeah, I don't know. That might be... Oh, man, these storms... You're going to hear me kind of bop back and forth on thoughts today because these storms are going to do some weird things that we're usually not used to. Just what I watched last night while watching like Ryan Hall's stream and other storm chasers last night. These storms are going to be really low top today. They're not going to be tall. They're almost not going to look like they're generating anything on radar too. At least that's what they did in Wisconsin. But they did put down quite a few. So that's what we're going to be looking for today. But let me look at radar here again. I think I'm going to abandon this because nothing's going on. And yeah, I think I'm going to abandon this in the name of getting back to the office to pick up Andrew so we can start getting prepped and start heading out to our target area for the day. Wow, we fogged up here. My bad, guys. Let's get that AC on. There we go, starting to clear up a little bit. All right, so now that that's past me, I think I am actually going to end the stream for right now, guys. It's currently 12:27, almost 10:30. So the plan right now is I am going to head back to the office. This, again, was not our chase for the day. This was more of a check out what's happening, test out the live stream and all the configuration changes. And so far, everything's looking great. We did lose it a couple times, but we didn't lose the stream. So glitching out's fine, and having the REM 2 thing, REM 2 offline banner pop up is fine, but it recovered and we didn't lose the streams. That's exactly what we wanted. So I'm gonna take a radar here real quick just to make sure nothing. Wow, that stuff really fell apart. Again, though, I thought that northern part was going to dominate, and it looks like it did. So, yeah, there's nothing going on here. I'm not going to waste any more time, any more of your guys' time. I appreciate you guys jumping on, but you are going to want to stay tuned. If you don't follow our page right now, please go do that now. That way you are alerted when we go live and also get our forecast and updates. I'm going to go back to the office. I'm going to pick up Andrew. We're going to get some equipment loaded up, and we're going to start heading out to Pennsylvania and maybe into Ohio. And once we get out there, we will go live again and bring you guys on board for, I want to say, what's looking like an interesting day today. So I think we're going to be in for some interesting weather activity. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Again, I'm Mitch Bellinger, founder, lead storm chaser of the Western New York Storm Chasers. Keep those eyes to the skies. I'll see you guys here in just a little bit. Stay safe. Make sure you're weather aware today and have ways to get your